Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today, Mr. Wallflowers is going to dye my hair. And being frugal, that's something we've done for quite a long time, isn't it? So before we were married, I started to shave Mr. Wallflowers' hair, and I've done it ever since. So that's 25 years of shaving Mr. Wallflowers' hair. For the last 5 years since I started to go grey, he's actually dyed my hair rather than go to a hair salon. So that's how long I haven't actually been to a hair salon for. Prior to that, I used to dye my hair a number of different colours, have varied styles, punk rock, rockabilly hairstyles, short styles, different colours, big quiffs. We'll include some photographs at the end. So what we've done is from the Poundland stores, in America you'll call it the dollar store. Here in UK, as we know, we call it the Poundland store. I buy hair dyes, and as I say, Mr. Wallflowers applies it for me. So the dye comes in the bottle and the colour cream is added to it, and it's given a really good shake. As you can see, he's popping his gloves on, getting ready, and the packet also includes a conditioner for afterwards. So let's get into this. I've waited quite a while. As you can see, my roots are quite long and I've not been able to wash it until it now gets dyed. So Mr. Wallflowers will begin. Made sure to put a dark top on, and this is the top that I wear all the time for him to do my hair. It's a little bit short on the sleeves, and it's not a top I wear generally outside, and this is just a top I wear to get my hair dyed. To shave it's so small because it's quite a nice top. I do like it.
How much is it to get your hair dyed?
Well, a couple of years ago it would have been around the £60 mark, wouldn't it? And that's just at your generic ladies hair salon. About 10 years ago, I actually went, my hair was approximately this length, I actually went and had a corkscrew perm at a nice establishment, and that cost me £120. So goodness knows how much to go to a really good establishment would cost for that type of hairstyle, or even a hair colour these days. So yeah, we know it's really expensive. So to be able to do this just for £1 today is fabulous.
I'm not a professional, and sometimes I miss little bits out.
Very occasionally, most of the time you do a really good job, and I'm quite pleased, but there has been a couple of times where you've left me a slice at the side, but being a lady of a certain age, that's neither here nor there. I can cope with that.
It's good to look like a badger.
I don't deny my age, and that's why I'm quite happy to leave long periods of time between dyeing it, because I'm not ashamed of any grey. I suppose the most frugal idea would be to go completely grey. I wouldn't say it's vain, because as I say, I do allow the grey to grow before I cover it, but for me, I do like to see the dark colour. It's a personal thing rather than anything else. But £1's not too bad, is it? We can't complain about that.
Well, about £5 or £6 in the Asda.
In Asda, yeah. You can pay varied prices, can't you, for hair colours?
This one works.
It does. We're quite happy with this. We get quite a length of time out of it, don't we? we treated Mr. Wallflowers last Christmas to a new shaver. I think it was about £30 this time round, wasn't it? I'll say that's 12 months ago.
Yeah, well, 20.
£20.
Yeah.
That'll last quite a few years as well. We managed to pass the old one on to one of our sons, didn't we? He uses it with the attachments to straighten his beard and to trim his hairline. Sometimes Mr. Wallflowers will cover my skin and I'll have dye. Now when I take the conditioner afterwards to condition my hair, because I've got long hair, I actually use some out of a separate conditioner bottle, and I concentrate on the hairline and rub the conditioner in there, and that does quite a good job of removing it from the skin. So if you dye your hair, that's a really good tip, to use the conditioner to remove it. Sometimes it'll be on the trims of your ears, maybe on your neckline or around your forehead shape. And I'm quite lucky because I can pick conditioners up from the food initiatives quite often, can't I? So I'll get them quite cheaply as well. Just wondering, do you do each other's hair, husband and wife team?
Or friends.
Or get your friend to do it and do your friends in return? Or have you gone au natural and let yours go completely grey? And I thought I did quite well getting to 50 before I had to dye it, so... I wish I'd said my own natural colour instead of dyeing it so many colours when I was younger. And I found after having the children, my hair never grew back quite as thick as it was when I was younger. It's considerably thinner than when I was younger. I used to have a nice thick head of hair.
So did I when he had a perm.
Mr. Wallflowers with curly hair. We used to have a cup, didn't we?
Yeah.
A mug, and it used to have a picture of him with his curly hair on. We used to love that mug. The handle came off her eventually, didn't it?
I think
We've still got the mug, yeah. I think the handle sits inside it.
Yeah.
I think it's up in the loft now. Always have to remember to tilt my head. I'm quite tall for a lady, really, so tilt my head to make it easier for you. If you do go to a salon, either here, anywhere in the UK, anywhere abroad, America, Canada, Germany, wherever you go, what prices are you paying in the salon? Even if it's just a wash and blow or a set or a colour, what actual prices are you paying? I say I haven't been for a number of years now, so I'd have no idea. My boys still use barber shops, and they go and get a haircut, and they keep it not as short as Mr. Wallflowers. They like to have a style. But they pay anywhere between the £10 and £20 mark.
About 15 just to get your hair shaved.
Yeah, £15 to have a crew cut style. I think anybody can do a crew cut style. That's why I've been able to do it from the beginning, haven't I?
You're better off buying the clippers for £20 and you've got them all year round.
That's it. Oh, I'll feel like a new woman when it's done. For those of you that ask, my throat feels quite a lot better. It's still a little bit dry and a little bit swollen, but feels quite a lot better. Yesterday I was drinking a lot of chamomile tea with honey in. Now I have got ginger, so when I finish doing my hair I'll have a chamomile tea with a heap spoon of honey in, and I will put some ginger in.
People saying garlic's good.
Garlic, ginger and honey together in the chamomile or without the chamomile?
I think it was just garlic in the chamomile. Or garlic and honey.
Mr. Wallflower's tea last night, pizza and garlic bread, was lovely. Gave me a little break from cooking, let me rest up. It was absolutely delicious. We've got some left for this evening, haven't we?
Everybody else seemed to like it as well. In the comments.
You have to speak up, Mr. Wallflowers, for the microphone.
Everybody else seemed to like it in the comments. Some nice comments.
Some beautiful comments I've just seen this morning, yeah. So when this is finished, I'll leave on for around 30 minutes, let the hair absorb the colour, and I'll pop upstairs under the shower head, rinse it through, and then put the conditioner on for around 3 minutes.
And don't put a plastic bag on your head.
I don't. We watched a video.
It was a local woman.
It was a local lady. She dyed her hair. It was a really light blondie colour, and she'd put an Asda shopping bag on her head for her hair to dry while she had the colour on, and the green from the Asda letters actually came out onto her hair, and she's walking around with the Asda symbol on her hair now. You couldn't make it up, could you? I remember paying good money to dye my hair blue. Good money to dye it green. I should have just put a carrier bag on my head. As I say, when I was younger, I used to shave my hair quite short. As I say, I will include some pictures. One of the local salons used to ask me would I model in the competitions for them. So there'd be like L'Oreal hair competitions, different competitions. They'd dye my hair and give me crazy hairstyles. I was about 19 at the time, and I'd have shaved around the back, and they'd stick it out with really strong hairspray and make it like a peak, like a hat, and then there'd be some red pieces that look like plumes or flowers in between, and bits of other black bits. And I then enter the competitions for them. They'd blow dry it and do it all whilst we were at the competition stages. And the hairdressers that did them won quite a few prizes. Brides just used to enjoy taking part and enjoying the excitement of it. And all, of course, I benefited from free hairstyles. There was a friend as well who used to have crazy hairdos, if you like, and sometimes if we'd go shopping, people would stop and take photographs. Many years later, we were in the local library and somebody had an art show, and we'd just gone along to see it, to appreciate the photography. And as we walked down the corner, there was a photograph of my friend and I from 20-30 years prior, and they were black and white, but you could still see the structure of our hair. So it was, if you're familiar with who Jedward are, it was like a Jedward style before Jedward were even born. So it would be all shaved around the back and stuck up, straight up all the way round on the top. Sometimes we'd be blonde, sometimes we'd be blue, pink, green. This would be late 80s. When we looked at the price of the photographs, we couldn't afford them at the time. They were like £60 and £70 for photographs of ourselves. But I'd like to have a copy of that one day and keep it, you know. It'd be a fabulous memory. You could see,
where it is now.
yeah, you could see the streets in the background, and this one lady who was the artist at the time had several photographs of us, and she'd taken photographs in the street as well as in the shopping centre. I don't know if anyone else enjoyed them as much as we did looking back, but it was fabulous to see them. A marking of time, really. I mean, since then, people dye their hair all crazy colours now, and it seems to be the norm for the youngsters now.
Kids never used to like you dyeing your hair.
Say that again?
The kids never liked it when you dyed your hair a few years ago.
My children didn't like it if I bleached my hair or shaved it short. But it was my hair to do with, so I don't really like them growing beards at such a young age, but they choose to, and that's their style, isn't it? Both my sons at the moment have moustaches and beards. They're happy with it, they're happy, it's up to them. When we were that age, beards weren't fashionable, were they?
No.
Or moustaches.
Never had a beard or moustache. Like the itchiness.
It's strange the fashions facial hair for men goes through, and hairstyles for men, let alone women. A lot of young men had perms, didn't they, in our day?
In that day.
So we're going to do a live stream this evening. So finish doing the hair, let it set, rinse it all off and dry it, and then we'll be ready for 9 o'clock. Just grab our pizza in between, won't we?
This will be out tomorrow.
Yeah, this might come out after the live stream actually. Do you want me to tilt forward to make sure you've got underneath?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you happy?
Sit for a while and let it set. Thank you. Come back and show you what it looks like when it's done. So this is the finishing result. So he's not an expert, he's not professing to be, but I'm so glad he does it for me because I feel so much better. He's done such a wonderful job and I'm really happy with it. So glad you were able to join us tonight. We'll speak to you soon. Bye.